As a long-time customer of CitiBank, I was privileged to be invited to participate in one of CitiBank's special program, and that is called Taste of Tennis. And Taste of Tennis is a dinner that is done with a famous chef, and this year the famous chef is Marc Murphy, and it is being done with a famous tennis player, one of my favorite women, and that's Billie Jean King. During my days when I was married to Keith Archer, who loved tennis, we used to go to the US Open to watch Billie Jean King playing tennis at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. So when I received the invitation, I was, needless to say, elated. And tonight is the big night that I am going to be cooking with Billie Jean King and Marc Murphy, who's a famous chef, for the Taste of Tennis. Now, yesterday in the mail, I received an autographed book by Billie Jean King. I received Billie Jean King's book. I received all this. Tonight we are going to cook a spaghetti alla carbonara, and they sent you everything in the mail. I received the sauce, I received the seasoning, I received the spaghetti, and in the package is the cheese that we're gonna use tonight, and I think this is ham that we're gonna add to the dish. Impressively, they also sent me all the eggs that is to be used in the mail. I received the eggs and all of this in a bag. So tonight, not to forget my famous bib, my famous apron for the chef to use. So I'm getting ready to start. Billie Jean and Marc Murphy is going to get ready to start, and I am out to have a grand time tonight, and I'm so happy to have Fanny, my assistant, to videotape the whole thing.
So you're gonna start off. I would see the recipe is up now. You guys all have the recipe. You have all your ingredients. You're ready to go. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna season, just like my book says, season with authority. You're gonna season your pasta water. Now, when you think you put enough in, you got to put a little more in, because it's important when you pasta, especially when you're using dry pasta. That salt is going to bring flavor to your pasta. It's got to be in there. You can't add it afterwards. It's not going to work. You got to season the water. You're going to start getting your pan hot for your bacon. You're going to get your eggs at room temperature. I've broken that rule before in my life as well. I guess we should. I don't know. Do you want me to start cooking, Prakash, or do you have to do any more introductions? There's another very, very famous person here, isn't there?
Billie Jean. Billie Jean. Did they say what to put? Salt?
Salt, yeah, put season.
What kind of season?
He said salt.
He said put season, but he only said put salt.
He didn't say anything, he just said put your season. And he said when you think you put enough, just put more. So put more. Put a little more. All right, oops, okay, I think we had enough. The pasta is a lot, unless we're not gonna make the whole thing. Oh, it's not that much.
No, it's not that much.
I was going to make carbonara, so it was one of the first dishes.
Carbonara.
I even ended up being put in a boarding school in New Hampshire, and I remember getting a hot plate in my room because I could not have a bowl of carbonara every once in a while. The cafeteria food wasn't very good, so
I remember cafeteria food. Oh boy, do I remember cafeteria
I
food.
got into cooking because I was hungry. I mean, let's face it. I was terrible in school, but I was really good at being hungry. So this is why I got into eating and started cooking. So, and this is probably one of the, it's a quick recipe. It's a recipe that I feel like everybody seems to think they know how to do, but I want to make sure we might have to make some adjustments for some people here, because there's no cream in carbonara. That's the most important lesson we're going to learn today.
Oh, that's great. There's no cream.
questions come in, which I'm sure there are going to be. And again, just really want to encourage everyone out there. This is an exclusive event just for you.
Feeling it's about, people ask me sometimes, what are you going to make? And I says,
He says put a little bit more water.
If you set
Yes,
your mind on
please.
making
A
something,
little
you
bit
go to the
more.
grocery store and it doesn't look good, well, you're not making that. So you have to go with, I let the product and the ingredients speak to me, and then I start cooking, and then I start coming up with a recipe or how to develop it or how to layer flavors. It's a lot of feeling. That's probably why I don't like to do pastry that much. That
So they say
pastry
this is
stuff, you gotta
bacon?
measure it and
Yeah,
do all
it's
those
bacon.
other things. I'm not crazy about that.
Well, listen, I cannot wait to see how this meal turns out. I'm going to watch carefully and then do my cooking after the show. But I'd love to now bring on our very special legend from the tennis world. 39 Grand Slams won, singles, doubles, and mixed, which is just a number most people just can't even fathom. Of course, the first female athlete to win the Presidential Medal of Honor, Medal of Freedom, rather, which is just one of the most exquisite things I can mention about a person. And of course, the world that we see today, so much of the opportunity out there, really because of this very, very special lady. So it's with great pleasure that I bring on Billie Jean King.
Prakash, how are you? I'm Mark. I've been enjoying listening to Mark so far. I can tell you, I'm standing in our kitchen, but I can tell you, we don't cook, I don't cook. But we're real good with the menus. Excellent menus.
She's like me. We don't cook. I don't cook. She's just like me. No. We eat Mark's food. When Mark cooks.
We like it better when he does it.
Anyway, I'm just going to come out of here. And we'll just see how it goes because this is going to be fun. It's going to be great. I mean,
Billie Jean, it's nice to see you supporting your local restaurants. They need the help right
I want to
now.
make sure that I'm with Billie Jean
You're right here.
and Marc Murphy, and we are doing Taste of City.
I need the support, and thank you for that support. But I mean, I want you to pay attention, and I know you can rewind. I think this is even a recipe you could make. It's super simple. But let me get started really quickly. Your water's boiling. You've got your pan. You're gonna heat this up, and you're gonna put your bacon in there and start.
My water is boiling.
You want it to melt. You want it to get a little bit brown, but not too crispy. Not like you're having.
Wait, are we starting to cook?
Yeah, he's starting to put he's multitasking.
And then, really quickly, we can talk in a minute, but I just want to get a couple things going. You're going to put your pasta in your salted water. Now, here's what I've always said, and some people around here always laugh at me because I keep saying.
We're gonna wait for it to boil.
But you put your pasta in the water, just like that. Are we getting a close up of that? Now, is everybody worried that this is going to get soft? And then it's all going to go into the water.
You see his water steaming up?
If somebody told me half the pasta is 30 seconds cooked more than the other, I won't believe them. They won't be able to tell. But the most important thing also is, Prakash, you do not want to break the pasta in half to fit it into your pot.
Oh, that's what I normally do. Okay, I'm putting my pasta.
Hold on.
I'm not cooking all of it. It's too much.
Hold on.
You can't twirl it on the side of the bowl when you're. So you got to drop the pasta.
I am not cooking too much. I'll save the rest because it's just you and I here.
Have you broken the pasta in half before?
I don't cook. I watch everyone.
You don't cook at all.
Billie Jean has to be Billie Jean is like me. We don't cook.
That's what they call.
And then they twirl it.
That's
and money.
I think that's what they call in tennis a foul when it goes outside that little line. When you break the pasta.
Listen, my spaghetti is not going down as fast as his did. So I think my spaghetti is going to be cooking a piece at a time.
Baseball, don't you, Billie Jean?
Mine is not going down that quick.
I feel very great about baseball at the moment.
Look at that. His is down already. Mine is standing straight.
So we're thrilled.
We need our water to be hotter.
32 years since 1988, but my younger brother played 12 years of professional baseball, Randy Moffett, and he played most of those years for the Giants, which is our rivalry. So it's been pretty funny. I was upset when the Dodgers didn't draft Randy back in the 70s. So it's worked out just perfectly, though. He had a great career. And so, anyway, it's great to be back in baseball. I've been away from it a long time.
Well, I have to thank you. My son and I are huge baseball fans.
They're not voted. They've actually.
Are you posting already?
Tennis is the
That's a
number
little
one
snip
sport
in
right now.
Instagram.
So
It's a little
you go to
snip.
sports your whole life, and it keeps you moving.
Okay, my spaghetti went down. Okay? My spaghetti now is down.
Vai presión de la ley. Oh, pil presión.
Wait, is Mark meat, is Mark, what was it, bacon?
Yeah, so open your, this one's on already.
Oh, I forget to turn it on.
Okay, turn it on and then we're gonna sizzle it until it browns.
No,
That's
I
what he
don't.
said.
Because olive oil and water don't mix, right? They separate. So to
Yeah,
me,
unsoluble.
putting olive oil in the water is wasting olive oil. And I don't know, I've never understood why people do that. It seems to be the craziest thing to me. Because
This
the
is,
olive oil
wait,
just floats on the top.
he said this
and
is
then when you-
bacon. Oh, that was the salt that I was supposed to
The olive oil goes down the drain first. So there's no need to put olive oil in the water.
Okay, he just said don't put olive oil. I always put olive oil in the water.
That people could use if they
Wait, he's cracking the eggs.
Yeah, another
I need a bowl.
bowl.
I
Yeah.
have had once, and it's only done during wild asparagus season, but they make a carbonara instead of bacon, they use wild asparagus. And it's very interesting because some people think it's not really
Okay,
fresh.
I have a bowl.
This
Okay,
is what they do
so
in Italy.
I'm gonna crack 2
And I
eggs
gotta tell you,
because I did
it's
half.
absolutely delicious.
Okay, how many eggs do we have in
I do
total?
recommend
Four.
making it, and obviously wild asparagus only come around a very short period of time in this area of Italy. But you could use regular asparagus if you wanted. But I do.
What asparagus?
do
I want to
think
put asparagus in mine.
bacon. I understand some people don't eat bacon, but it's definitely it's the recipe I think to do. But while this is
Look at
really
this
quick,
big question
I'm
mark
getting it's a
on
cooking
on
demonstration.
What's going on?
The bacon is cooking.
The bacon is cooking. My bacon is not cooking.
Myself a whisk. Billie Jean,
Oh,
you ever
shoot.
seen one of these? It's a whisk. We mix up
Do I put the
eggs.
oil?
I don't think you need the oil for the
To
bacon.
cook the bacon?
Yeah, put a little olive oil and then sizzle. The bacon will sizzle by itself.
So you whisk your eggs.
But they give all this oil. There's got to be something to do with
We're
it.
gonna put it in there somehow.
I know.
Oh,
we
they
have
didn't
this
want to be
little
cheap.
tiny thing of black pepper. I
Wait, I thought my fire was on, but it wasn't.
like carbonara. I'm also going to put a little bit of salt.
Now you can use
Salt
your
where?
Whisk these eggs.
and the eggs.
I hope we're getting a good view of that.
That's too much salt, man.
We're going to dump a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano
And the egg.
into my eggs, and this is basically my sauce.
Wait, what did he put? A little bit of salt.
Oh, how
Yeah.
does carbonara get creamy? I'm gonna talk you through this first, okay? So this
Shush, you're doing a bunch of talking.
we've got our bacon spitting at me here. Sorry, I have to calm it down a little bit. Take it easy. So what I'm gonna do is my pasta, I'm gonna cook it al dente, right?
Oh,
I'm gonna
shoot,
make
I
sure
put too much
it's
pepper.
all the way through, but not too much. We're not there yet.
Wait, he's going too fast. I can't keep
And
up.
then in another bowl, we're gonna add.
I'll open him when you're ready.
Huh?
I pause him.
Oh. So it's
Get to the point where it's spoiled anyway.
so this is bacon. This one's gonna have a lot of bacon because I didn't do all that spaghetti stuff. That's enough just for the two of us.
Yeah, should be good. Al dente.
Okay, so now I mix this. Lord, I'm like Billie Jean. Me and cooking, we don't go together at all. What did you say to put in the egg? Oh, the
Put
cheese.
The cheese, a little
A
cheese.
little bit of cheese.
I'm gonna remove this so I can help.
Okay, good. The kitchen and I, we don't go together.
You're doing good in a fast pace too.
I don't know how much cheese you said to put. Yeah, I'm not putting all that cheese because I only have 2 eggs. I don't have 4 eggs.
What did you set up?
Yeah. And he said that's
Back in here. Then I'm going to take I'm going to use the fat of the bacon, and I'm going to toss it with the pasta. So I'm basically introducing the bacon to the pasta. It's like a little jacuzzi for the pasta, right? It's going to be happy in there. And then, in this bowl, and remember,
You have the same exact bowl as him.
the pasta in because the pot is too hot. But what you want is you're going to then put the eggs in it, and you're going to stir very quickly. And what happens is the heat of the pasta and the bacon is just going to cook the eggs lightly, and it's going to get creamy. And that's when it's going to be, that's why people think there's cream in carbonara, but there isn't. And one more very important topic of this recipe, if you're making it home and you're making it for friends, when you're about to start mixing the whole thing together, that's when you tell everybody to sit at the table, because this is a dish that gets served right away. Because or else it congeals and it sort of becomes like an omelet.
So I'm making a difference and my family goes on.
That's what I got, and we're going to show you all of those steps as soon as the pasta's cooked and the bacon is ready, which is probably, we're about 4 minutes out on this project. Any questions really quickly?
On the bacon, a couple of quick questions. Now,
Should we put one more egg? I feel like we don't have enough sauce.
so if you want to know what it could look like before reducing the heat, and at the same time, firing in a separate question.
I can press that.
Let's stick to the recipe. We want to do the right.
Are you taking all this smoke going on that I'm cooking? Are you videotaping all of this cooking that I'm doing?
I videotape all the cooking that you're doing.
To get a little bit crispy, some of the edges, the fat is rendered out.
See, the thing is, mine is not cooked yet. His is really cooked.
It's ready.
Yeah, you can see the crispiness of the, just before the bacon gets to be crispy.
Checking our pasta. Look at this. Pasta that's not broken in half. I have to remind people. I don't want anybody getting in trouble.
Ooh.
Even because it's
Careful.
I don't remember the last time I put a piece of bacon in my in my mouth because I don't eat bacon anymore. I forget what bacon tastes like. Let me check our.
Gave me one of the best inspirational talks I think I've ever had. I remember it so vividly. But on that point, she said, my 7-year-old wants to know how many
I don't think it's ready.
And Tracy Austin, gosh, she's only 16, and then I remembered. I saw her first play
It's not good.
Okay, we'll let it cook more.
10 years of tennis.
It's still hard inside.
I didn't start until I was around 11. So I wasn't going to be playing 5 years at 16. So Tracy was number 1 in the world at 16 because she just hit so many balls. You have to at least think about 10 years.
Hey, look, that's a good one. Okay.
Okay, we're going to slow down the heat under our bacon now.
Number?
Thank you, ma'am.
Good recipe. I think I'm going to do it.
And that's what's fun.
Do you still play tennis?
I think my bacon is ready, you know. He said something about
Wow, it's brown.
my bacon is beautiful. But he said something about the hot bacon. You put the spaghetti, the hot spaghetti in the hot bacon with all this fat. He didn't remove the fat.
He said the grease with the fat.
With the grease.
Pasta's ready.
His pasta is ready.
His wasn't there first. So. Ooh, let me watch.
No, it's just the eggs, the salt, Parmesan cheese. Yeah, and nothing else is missing.
That's it. That's all we got.
Egg, salt, and Parmesan cheese.
Let me turn off my heat over here. Pasta's in the bowl.
It's like it's cooking here.
I'm gonna throw some stuff around. I'm gonna put my bacon and the fat in there, okay? I think the fat has flavor. We're gonna stir it around, right? So now what's happened is we've introduced our pasta to that, and then we take our eggs and our Parmesan and our black pepper.
Black pepper. I didn't put black pepper.
We're gonna dump it in, but this is the moment of truth right here. Do not let anybody get in your way. You gotta stir, stir, stir. Let's look at this. Come on in here. Nice and close. It's getting nice and creamy. See, the heat of the pasta is actually cooking the egg.
Oh my
Listen
God.
to me, just because I've done this a lot, I think I need a little bit more Parmesan in there.
Yeah. I think I need a little bit of Parmesan too.
Arthur wants to know when the pasta is al dente.
These are people
Is there
asking
a
questions.
tip you can give for
Papa
taking
from
the
Louis.
Yes, when you do, if you bite into it, and you should be just a tiny speck of white in the middle. But that's it, just a
Not
little
yet.
bit. Not
I don't like it with the little speck of white in the middle. I like my pasta cooked.
I wish we were together, Billie Jean,
A
because
little
I'd
bit more.
love for you to try this. Because this is definitely one of the
Look how creamy it is. Do you believe
you
this?
take on because it sets.
Let's put a little bit more cheese.
But that's it right
I
there.
love
guys.
it.
It is the
I over cheesed it.
delicious dish.
But remember, he add more cheese.
He did.
On top. Wipe the plate, and this right here with the
Now, we took it out, put it in a bowl.
Another bowl.
Put it in a bowl. What? I need a colander.
The vegetables you got
The
there
colander.
in the back of the recipe. It cannot be this good. It can't be this good. I love Indian. And gosh, you should like this. I love Indian. I have fish tikka almost every night. So baby, it's my salmon. I love. Oh no, I'm there. I go 5 days a week to Indian restaurants. Swag it.
Look at this.
I've been to Mark, Mark.
Good.
Oh, you didn't know that. I don't like it spicy, hot. I like the spices of India. It's beautiful. And I love Italy. So but I love the food in Italy. It's just amazing. And then I 5 nights a week.
Okay, empty the water. Oh, never mind, I forget to tape in. Never mind. Okay, so now we put the hot pasta in this bowl.
No time.
And then we put the bacon with all the grease. We put the bacon with the grease. And then I mix real hard. You mix real hard. And then
so brilliant. He wants to know what is
and then put the sauce. Come on, pour it in. And he said the trick is in the mixing. You mix without stopping. You mix, and then
I see it happening.
that will cook the egg.
I see it happening.
Oh my God! Look at the marinade. Look at the sauce. Oh my God!
I see it
And that's how you eat it. Come on, hold that. Let's get all the cheese out. All right, let's put a little bit more cheese so that it will be more gooey. I want mine with a lot of cheese. Put a little bit more cheese. Yep, that's enough. Because the cheese will make it gooey.
Because she used to have trouble being a rancha, and she
Put mine on the fire. I don't want that raw egg in my Oh my God, it was right here.
That's why little fair. Little fish, fresh.
It's like a fresh there.
we also had A players. So we had great
No wonder it's creamy. I always thought there was some cream in there.
And there is no cream. Look at my dish.
Beautiful.
Just like the chef. Look at my dish.
This is so beautiful.
Oh my God.
I was trying to be like a life coach in that. If coaching is teaching, and
Oh my God. Look at this. The egg is not cooked. Do you believe this, Fanny?
I believe it.
I just thought it'd be
Oh, but there's a can of sauce. But there's a can of piece.
so influential. My brother and other people. And the way you
Look at
live
this.
life is when other people change.
And we made just enough.
Yeah, this for the two of us.
I'm gonna see if the girls put some.
So many of them changed as a
Oh.
child, and I was never
No.
a junior coming up. I wasn't. They wanted
Here.
by others. And
I was just
everyone
gonna
needs to be championed
I was just gonna tell you the best part is the taste.
by a friend.
When you
It is
cook,
so good.
when you cook, you gotta taste.
Really makes a huge difference in that person's life. So I spent a lot of my life trying to champion others. It really works.
Mmm.
And I want to do it for others.
Mmm.
The pepper.
Mmm.
Absolutely beautiful. The book was amazing.
You put a little pepper in there?
We all try to keep pieces of it with us.
Well, the autobiography is coming out in a year. I'm just about finishing it, so there's another book's coming out.
Nice.
Excited. Oh, well, you
Just
know.
about a year from now, the book will be out. It's the autobiography. It's a rough one. It's a tough
I
one.
beat you to it. Got mine done. Beat you to it.
I think hers is done as well, but she wants to know what's the dish you make the most at home?
Wow, it's difficult to tell. I mean, I have a wife and 2 kids, and there's always requests.
This is really good.
Chops. Roast chicken is definitely one
I don't
of
cook.
my family favorites.
I cook tonight.
Vinaigrette during the season leads to just a little red wine vinegar.
Thank you, City.
Red wine vinegar.
Thank you, City.
That's
Thank you, Pete, for
you never know.
inviting me to this function. It was nice. It was a lot of fun.
It's like a chop basket.
And thank you, Fanny, for coming to cook with me.
Both the fish and something out of the fish.
Mmm.
Structured and regimented. So just last year, we are aspiring about structure and being regimented.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Just so many
A lot of fun. Are you kidding me?
Cooking under pressure. That was fun.
every match. Was there a special